Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. I can sense the enthusiasm in this crowd, so let's get started. Good afternoon, Grantham University graduates, parents, friends, family members, faculty members, honored guests. Welcome to Grantham University's 2017 commencement exercise. I am Herb London, Chairman of Grantham University's Board of Governors. Let me start with a little story. I always tell stories at these graduation ceremonies. This is a story about a football player who most of you have never heard of before, unless you're over 70 years old, whose name was Sid Luckman. He was the Tom Brady of his generation, a great player at Columbia. Yes, Columbia once had good football teams, won the Rose Bowl for Columbia University, and he was a #1 draft choice of the Chicago Bears. In his very first game, the Bears were playing against the vaunted rivals, the Green Bay Packers. They were 2-touchdown underdogs. Sid Luckman said to his mom, "Mom, you've never seen me play in high school. You've never seen me play in college. Please come to see me play in the pros. We're playing at Soldier Field in Chicago." Mrs. Luckman said to her son, "I don't like that game. I have no idea what's going on the field. I've never been to a football game. I do not want to go to a football game. I have no idea where Soldier Field is. I'm not going to go." He begs his mom, "Mom, please come." She's an Eastern European. She knows nothing about football. She said, "If my son plays anything, let him play the violin." But Sid Luckman is playing quarterback, and so finally persuades his mother to go to Soldier Field. Not knowing how to dress at a football game, Mrs. Luckman wears her finest dress. She comes to Soldier Field, it's about 5 degrees. She's freezing, very unhappy. But Sid Luckman has a great day out on the field. The Bears beat the Packers. At the end of the game, Luckman is responsible for more than 300 yards and 3 touchdowns. He is seen as a hero for the day. So he says to the coach, "Please invite my mom down to the locker room." Mrs. Luckman goes down to the locker room. Sidney turns to his mom, said, "Mom, what do you think?" She said, "Sidney, there are all these big men. They're very angry. They're running after you. Why don't you just give them the ball?" Sidney looked at his mom and he said, "Mom, you're an Eastern European. In America, we don't give up the ball." I can tell you most sincerely that for everyone on this stage, for those who are graduating today, for the sacrifices that you've made, we don't give up the ball. And judging by the beaming looks on your faces, and knowing all of the work you have done to get here, and all of the work and sacrifice that your families have made, I imagine you feel the same way I do. This is a very special day. We can all enjoy this to the fullest. I asked for 2 things. First, please ensure that all of your cell phones, electronic devices have been turned off. Second, let's begin our ceremony in the best way possible, by giving thanks. We gather here today understanding that we came from different places and cherish different beliefs. It is within this diversity that we stand united in gratitude for this commencement. I now invite you to reflect quietly, expressing thanks for all of the many blessings and accomplishments. Creator, we are grateful for the graduates gathered here today. Give them the grace to make a difference for the good wherever they may find themselves in the years ahead. For all who pursue education, grant not only the knowledge they need in their chosen fields, but also the wisdom to apply that knowledge. For those in military service, we are grateful for their protection of our freedoms. We are privileged to live in a free society because of so many of you who have served our country. May they serve our country in the future and all of humanity with integrity and honor. For all of the faculty, staff, and families and friends who have worked so tirelessly supporting our graduates, may they especially be a blessing for them, for those who have given so much so that others could prosper. Remember, graduates, your graduation symbolizes your role in a dynamic partnership with Grantham University. This is a genuine symbiosis. You and Grantham are forever united through a collective commitment to create a better tomorrow because of the education we are celebrating today. From this pivotal point onward, go forth with gratitude, humility, and unbounding strength to make your impact as an individual and as a distinguished member of the Grantham University alumni family. Let me introduce the color guard and those who will be singing our national anthem at this point. Ask that all graduates and guests stand for the presentation of the colors by the Kansas State Police Department, which will be followed by the singing of our national anthem by a Grantham University quartet. The quartet includes our faculty members, Eric Ulick, Faith Bell, Teresa Connolly, and student advisor Mitchell Kidd. Please remain standing until the color guard exits the hall.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, color guard. Thank you, Grantham University Quartet, for such a beautiful rendition of the Star-Spangled Banner, our national anthem. Please be seated. At this time, I have the distinct pleasure of introducing you to Grantham University's President and Chief Executive Officer, Scott Andrews. I have had the privilege of knowing and working with Scott for a number of years at Grantham University. He's a highly respected professional who has spent more than 30 years in key executive leadership positions and is a member of many different boards, Before accepting the role as university president just a few months ago, he has been with Grantham for more than 12 years as a member of our own board of directors. He's a figure of enormous integrity and honor, and one whose wisdom and distinguished leadership will take Grantham to even new heights. Through his professional and personal activity in higher education, private industry, and philanthropy, Scott epitomizes what it means to be a person who serves the welfare of others. A passionate advocate for higher learning as a critical path to success, is a great honor and pleasure for me to introduce my friend, President Andrews. The podium is yours.
Thank you, Dr. London, for your warm introduction, and I'd also like to thank you for your tireless efforts on behalf of Grantham University while serving as chairman of our Board of Governors and behalf of all of our students. Good afternoon, graduates, family members, and guests. I'm truly honored and humbled to welcome each of you on this very memorable day, your day. As Dr. London mentioned, I'm new to my role as president, but not new to Grantham or to our deep resolve and commitment to encourage and assist individuals like yourselves in finding success through education. This afternoon, we recognize nearly 300 graduates in this ceremony, coming from as far away as the Virgin Islands. A few of you are graduating alongside your spouse, siblings, or other family members. And many of you are earning your second, third, and fourth degrees. Others are in the first in your family to earn a degree. As you look around, take pride in being part of a unique, diverse group of dedicated learners. Whether you are military, corporate, in public service, or simply have chosen education as a means to a better future, all of you are here today secure in your purposeful choice to lead through education, to expand opportunities available to you, and to make a difference for yourself, for your families, and for your communities. Congratulations on your decision-making and diligent follow-through for the hard work, passion, energy, and time you put in today into making today happen. Let's have a round of applause. Success in attaining a goal feels wonderful, doesn't it? What's even more exciting, graduates, is that this is just the beginning. My good friend Tony Bennett, who coaches the University of Virginia men's basketball program, uses the 5 pillars of his faith in establishing strengths upon which to stand firm, critical guideposts for life. These 5 pillars seem to work not only in building a rock-solid competitive sports team, but also in raising a family, building a business, and leading an exemplary life. With his blessing and permission, I share these pillars and eternal truths with you today. They have certainly changed my life. Pillar number 1, passion. Do not be lukewarm. Find your passion and use your Grantham education to pursue a calling that leads to a truly joyful life. Get involved and push limits. Make mistakes, celebrate them, and then get right back in the game all the wiser. It's not just hard work and grit that will make a difference. Love what you do, embrace it, and let that passion shine through to others. Pillar number 2, humility. We are but a small part of a larger picture. Be appropriately proud of significant milestones like we are celebrating today. Equally important is to remain grounded and humble. There is power in true humility and in being self-aware. Know who you are and who you are not. Appreciate the many lessons on your journey to success, and recognize that as a human being with imperfections, this quest for continual improvement rests with critical reflection. Ask yourself, how can I put my accomplishments to good use and contribute more, add greater value, and have a greater impact? Don't let triumphs hinder your continual growth. For each victory we earn and the key learnings along the way sets us up for our next success. It's this exciting journey toward becoming the best version of ourselves that must keep us humble. Pillar number 3, unity. One of my favorite African proverbs is, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. True and lasting greatness comes from being in concert with others. The energy and sheer power that can be realized through a unified purpose with others is astounding. That ultimate power will not be found by going it alone. Surround yourself with individuals of character. Did you know that you are most impacted and formed by the 5 people with whom you choose to spend the most time? Consciously develop enduring friendships with those who will go the distance with you. Tough it out through challenging times and celebrate successes, like your graduation here today. Certainly be driven toward your own dreams and goals, but it is even more powerful when you draw upon the strengths of those of similar character to find larger success and meaning. Pillar number 4, servanthood. An underlying foundation for greatness is serving others. Do not come to be served, but to serve. In your future roles, prioritize and use your time and talent to serve the greater team of others, be it your families, your co-workers, your fellow service members, or your communities. True leaders serve the needs of others before themselves, and you have the ability to make such a difference in your life and the lives of those who surround you. Pillar number 5, thankfulness. This is the 5th and final pillar. Make gratitude a constant drumbeat of your daily walk. Appreciate those around you and let them know it. Be thankful when there is great success, but also for what you've learned along the way. For great wisdom can be found in those experiences. Even in the most painful of circumstances, we can take away immense and lifelong learnings if we maintain a reflective and grateful heart. Even in our most challenging times, we can be thankful for our many blessings. Each of these pillars is applicable on both a personal and professional level. However, I believe the greatest personal fulfillment comes from putting all 5 into practice in our daily disciplines. The combined wisdom of passion, humility, unity, servanthood, and thankfulness inspires me daily. And I hope you are equally touched as future leaders, mentors, innovators, and difference makers. With that, let's celebrate your remarkable achievement on this graduation day and be appreciative for all you have learned and for the exciting successes that will lead you forward. Before I introduce your keynote speaker for the afternoon, I'd like to take a moment to recognize those who have supported and encouraged you throughout your journey at Grantham. The hundreds of friends and family members who are collectively rooting for you here today, or who may be watching the live ceremony from the comfort of their homes. Thank you to these individuals who have been so important to your success. Many others have also given freely of their time, talent, and treasure, so Grantham can provide you, your predecessors, and your successors the best possible educational experience. I'd like to pause for a moment to acknowledge several members of Grantham's Board of Governors and Board of Directors with us today for all they do for the university and our students. If Dr. Herb London, Tom Macon, Joseph Ish, and Joel Jacks would please stand and be recognized. Thank you also to the Grantham faculty and senior leadership in attendance. Would all of these individuals please stand and be recognized for your relentless and hard work, guidance and dedication, and selflessness that is all focused on the success of our students and graduates. I'd now like to invite Dr. Cheryl Hayek to join me here on the stage. Cheryl. All of us in this hall today have grown to know Dr. Hayek throughout the years as Grantham's provost, chief academic officer, and most recently, interim university president. I have the deepest respect and gratitude for Dr. Hayek's amazing contributions and commitment to the success of our students and Grantham's faculty and staff. And I look forward to partnering with her in the years to come as she moves forward in serving the academic community as president of the Level Playing Field Services. Grantham will continue to feel her influence as Dr. Hayek advises me on best practices in the evolving world of online higher education. Dr. Hayek, I'm pleased to award you with the Presidential Service and Achievement Award in appreciation of 12 years of devotion and commitment to ensuring an exceptional education and experience for all of our graduates here today and in the past.
I cry a lot. This is your day, so I'm just going to take a minute to say thank you. But as you all know, and as President Andrews just said, we do no accomplishments in this world on our own. So I need to thank my work family. I need to thank my home family. I need to thank Grantham University's board and executive leadership team, my partners, because I didn't do this by myself. I did this because of you and with and for all of them. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Hayek. Now it gives me great pleasure to introduce today's keynote speaker, another individual whose long list of achievements are testament to the results of hard work, drive, and a remarkable spirit. I had the joy of meeting Michelle Jones about 30 days ago for the first time, and I will tell you, her spirit is absolutely contagious in the most positive way of anyone that I've met in recent times. I really can say that, Michelle. Michelle is currently a highly sought-after motivational, but I believe transformational speaker as president and CEO of the Bones Theory Group. Michelle held several key federal government positions after being appointed by the Obama administration as a member of the Senior Executive Service. Michelle is a career soldier with 25 years of active and reserve service, achieving multiple firsts during that time. The first woman to be selected as class president at the U.S. Army Sergeants Major Academy. The first woman to reach the position of Command Sergeant Major of the U.S. Army Reserve. Was at one time the highest-ranking African-American female enlisted person in any branch of the United States military. And prior to her retirement, she held the highest non-commissioned officer position of any woman in the Army. Michelle, we're privileged to have you here today with us. Please join me in showing your heartfelt appreciation for Command Sergeant Major retired Michelle Jones.
Wow. Wow. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Thank you. Please. Oh, I got so much stuff to say. Hold on. I have to find my speech. There we go. How you doing? Excited? Whoa, I heard a whoa, Army whoa there. If you're not in the Army, you may not understand the whoa, but if you are in any other service, you understand Army whoa, but all the services. First of all, thank you so very much for the very kind introduction. Admittedly, it is really embarrassing having someone talk about you and say nice things about you, and then the bar of expectation is raised high. So I'm nervous. And that's okay, because I care, first of all. Thank you, President Andrew. And I have to say, thank you, Dr. Hayek, see, I'm nervous, for the invitation to address this extraordinary graduating class of Grantham University 2017. To the executive team, board members, faculty, and staff, thank you for what you do every single day and for every single student. And for the distinct honor of listening to yet another commencement speaker, so I thank you for that. Good afternoon. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Now, I'm going to try that again. I'm going to turn around. I'm going to walk away from the microphone, and if I'm louder than you, then that's a problem, okay? So let's try this again. Good afternoon. Thank you very much. Man, I've got to stand up and yell. Thank you. To the graduating class of 2017, congratulations and thank you in advance for lending your ear, some willingly, some who are already calculating how long it will take me to finish. And to my fellow veterans, particularly a special congratulations and thank you for your continuing service, and to the first responders as well. Now I have a test. And you thought all the testing was over. It's a 3-part test. First, listen. 2, prepare. 3, execute. Each of you have something internal that has driven you to complete your degree program, and some of you multiple times over. Conversely, each of you has had someone, be it parents, family, partner, cousin, children, coworker, or BFF, that have supported you in this journey. So, on the count of 3, you're going to stand up, you're going to turn around, and you're going to say thank you and applaud them. So can we do that? So here we go. See if you can follow in there. They're getting ready. I like this. Look at that. No. Now see, you're turning around already. 1, 2, 3. Now you all can pay attention. So you had to get that out of your system. So it's truly a distinct privilege to speak to you today, particularly at this commencement. To be the keynote speaker as a military veteran at a university established by a veteran is sincerely a unique experience and a unique honor. When I'm asked to speak, I often struggle with the content of what to speak about, deliberating on words of meaning, words of substance, words that will motivate and encourage you to move forward, words to serve as a catalyst to propel each and every one of you to take a piece of my message, dissect it, examine it, and determine what you can learn from it, and yes, words that will keep you awake. You see, I don't have a speechwriter. I don't want one. I don't have a person to capture the essence of my passion and commitment to speak from the heart, to tell the truth as I see it. And it may not be the most eloquent, but it is the most sincere. So sit back, relax, and know what I'm about to say is truly from the heart. Now, I want to warn you, if I see you dozing, sleeping, I will run down these steps in my 4-inch heels and wake you up. So be prepared. I'm just warning, okay? That's the sergeant major in me. Huh? Each one of you that are graduating, you have an expectation of what this degree means, how it will serve to fulfill professional success. For some, it's a completion of a lifelong goal, and for others, as an example for those that you love. Each expectation is as individual as you are. However, the perspective of what the degree will do for you, how the degree will open doors for you, and how the degree will put you in an upward trajectory depends on you and where you are in your life. And let me explain. I refer to it as the decades of adulthood. First decade, the 20s. We have any 20-year-olds in here? She's like, I'm going to raise my hand. Got a couple over there. You see, the 20s, that first decade is the woohoo, I'm an adult. Woohoo, I know everything. Woohoo, I'm going to do things my way, right? Woohoo, I know everything. But you don't. But you got a degree. Second decade of adulthood. Your 30s. How many 30s? Second decade? Okay. This is, maybe I didn't know everything I thought I did in the first decade. Third decade, the 40s. That's the aha. She's like waving her hand. Aha, right? I got this now. And sometimes the maybe I need to do some changing before it's too late. Decade. And then the 50s, nifty 50. Woohoo! That's the oh yeah. I'm close to retirement, not quite. My kids are pretty much gone and I can get the condo I want, the beach house I want, go skiing, take a real vacation, dance on the beach if I want to. Decade. And I've got the experience and I know what to do with this degree. Decade. And then you got the 60s. Anybody out there? That fifth decade? All right. Who cares? When you're 60, you're like, who cares? Right? You out there, you know too. And then you got the 70s. Whatever. I'm 70 plus years old. I can do what I want, say what I want, and people will say, okay, she's 70, don't mind her. That's the decade when you're truly free. That's your 6th decade of adulthood. But right now, you're in one of those decades. What you do with this degree, what your expectations are, truly is based on where you are in your life. So remember that and think about that and where you want to go in that next one with your degree. Each decade is different. From individual experiences, opportunities, responsibility, flexibility, and even risk-taking. When you get further along, either you're going to take less risk or you're going to take more. The decades of adulthood oftentimes determine how people will see you in your workspace, how people receive your ideas, how much they include or exclude you in the workplace. And yes, how much they will respect you, quite frankly, when you walk in the door. Your decade of adulthood will establish how you use your degree, and the decade in which you earned it will define how it can work for you. It is not a guarantee that you will get the job you want or the next promotion that you may be considered for. What it will guarantee is that you cannot be denied based solely on not having one. True. It guarantees that you have grown professionally, personally, and is a strong indicator of your commitment and dedication to accomplish what many still do not, will not, or cannot. The door has opened for new opportunities previously closed to you, but don't be consumed by the title on the door. I've had more titles than I can shake a stick at. I had one title, had about 14 words. I'm like, really? The title that I like the most is Command Sergeant Major, retired. The one that warms my heart is Mommy. But the one that I am most proud of is Veteran. Don't be consumed by the title. Focus on the service you provide, the work ethic you display, the character of who you are, the leadership that you exhibit, the teamwork that you foster, and the role you are tasked to perform for those that you're responsible for, to not only provide a formal education, but an education in life. Thank you. So, you may ask, how do you do that? How do you do it? And I'll share with you my theory. It's my life theory, it's my leadership theory, it's my philosophy, and everything that I do is the name of my company, and it's called The Bones Theory. Not Jones, like my last name, but the bones. First bone, backbone, standing up and doing what you choose to do as long as it's legal, moral, and ethical. Having the backbone or the courage to go against the tide when the tide is going the wrong way. Having the backbone or the courage to step outside your comfort zone and do something that you never thought that you would. Having the backbone or the courage to say, I don't know. Having the courage or the backbone to say, I was wrong and I'm sorry. Backbone. Second bone, wishbone. Believing and hoping and knowing it's possible. If you don't think it can happen, it will not. When people said to me, there's never been a woman in that position in the Army, I'm like, and your point is what? Period. Believing and knowing and hoping. How many of you, and this is audience participation too, how many of you said that I'm going to lose 10 pounds by my class reunion or by vacation or whatever? Raise your hand. By tomorrow. And so you go to the gym, you work out, lift weights, do whatever, starve yourself. No, you're not going to lose the 10 pounds, but you tried anyway, and you feel better just because you tried. Wishing and hoping and knowing is possible. Wishbone. Third bone. This bone is for, as the kids used to say, and I still say because I'm in my 4th decade, in my 50s. This bone is for all the haters drinking haterade every day, talking about what you can't do, what you won't do, what we didn't do, how it's never been done, caught up in the negativity of life, putting obstacles in your way, be it by word or deed. Instead of getting mad, instead of getting even, laugh, let it go. Pull out your funny bone and laugh your way to success. And if that doesn't work, go to Target, Walmart, one of those places, not retail therapy, buy some construction paper, get some tape, cut little circles around it, cut them out, put tape on the back, stick them on the mirror, and anyone that is putting anything negative in your life, you stand there and you lay them out. Let me tell you something. See, I'm from Baltimore, so this is what I do. Let me tell you something. You don't do this and you don't say this to me and blah, blah. And my neck goes around like that. And I look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, you look crazy. And I laugh, but I let it go. I find another avenue of approach, and I will succeed. I will not let your negativity stop me from doing what I want, need, and must do. Laugh, let it go. Pull out the funny bone. Last bone. Nothing, and I mean absolutely nothing, happens if you don't get off your tailbone and do something. You can talk about it all day, but if you don't get up, do something, it's never going to change. So here's your test. Test 2. See if you're paying attention. First bone. Did you hear that? First bone. Second bone. Oh, third bone. Third bone. Last bone. You get a go at this station. Excellent. Give yourselves a round of applause. Last things that I wish to share with you is this. Your individual accomplishments and achievements tells me what you did in your life. However, the legacy that you leave tells me how you lived your life. Giving of self and knowledge goes on exponentially. So, for me, it's about legacy. So I carry around a reminder. Ta-da! And I know everybody can't see, and this is not my daughter. I have 4 beautiful adopted daughters, ranging in age from 23 to 3. But this is my doll. She's having a bad hair day. But right here in the front, I can put a picture. Because this is a reminder for me to continuously do for someone else to get them to where they want to be. I don't put a picture in here because I don't need to know who it is, only that I'm helping someone. So as you go forward, whatever you do, always bring someone with you. Last thing, I talked about 4 bones. Anyone want to take a guess which one's my favorite? Well, yeah, I pull that one out all the time. Someone up there. Who said wishbone? Give them a round of applause, because I can't see, because the light is in my eye. Wishbone is my favorite. So in order to make a wish, what do you have to have? Don't say a bone. A dream. A wand. So, this is my wish, this is my wand, and it's a very special wand because it has a mirror on the back. Whatever I wish for you will come back to me. So, my wish for you, number 1, is to feel so blessed that you are sitting in this seat. Number 2, my wish for you is that you really do recognize that you have people that support you. Number 3, that the feeling that you have today, that you pass that on to someone else to feel the same way. That's my wish. This is my wand. Shh. Wishes do come true. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Michelle. Wasn't that a riveting speech? You were all so blessed. I don't think my graduation speech was nearly as exciting. Good afternoon, graduates. I am Dr. Nicole Kopit, and I am the provost here at Grantham University. And now we're going to start to do the fun stuff. During the hooding ceremony is a very special recognition of our master degree candidates. The dean of each respective college will place the master's hood over each head of the graduate, signifying his or her success in completing that program. At this time, would Dr. David Marker please join me to present the master's candidates for the Mark Cowson School of Business.
Thank you, Dr. Kopit. Will the candidates for the degrees of Masters of Business Administration, Master of Business Administration, Information Systems, Information Management, Master of Business Administration, Project Management, Master of Science, Business Intelligence, and Master of Science, Performance Improvement, please rise and come forward. Dr. Kopit, President Andrews, you're presented the candidates who have been certified by the faculty of the Mark Cowson School of Business.
Bradley Broussard. Lorraine Calcagno. Pamela Carper. Edwin Diaz. Bryce England. Sierra Fields. Geneva Holmes Dorsey. Dewayna Horton. Eric Hutchinson. Quentin Johnson. Melissa Keem. Connie Lucas, with distinction. Bobby Maddox, with distinction. Stephen Martin, with distinction. Leslie McLaughlin, with distinction. David Rains, with distinction. Gilbert Sanchez, with distinction. Annette Simon, with distinction. Michael Smith, Jr., with distinction. Andrea Tarver. Lakeisha Wade. Robert Beck, with distinction. Kimberly Manuel Buckles, with distinction. Amanda Martin, with distinction. Alexander Champagny. Asia Fournet, with distinction. Corey Francis. Like the picture. Timothy Grinke, with distinction. Medini Guy, with distinction. Roger Helwig, with distinction. Brian Medina. Stephen Pugh, with distinction. Michael Schrader, with distinction. Lamont Stanfield, Jr. Diana Tucker. Juanita Bullock, with distinction. Peter Frasco, with distinction. Heather Swart, with distinction. Congratulations. Christopher Cintron, with distinction. George Cologne, with distinction. Ashante Dorsch, with distinction. Naomi Doris. Joelle Garrett. Tyrone Hines, with distinction. Monica Hyacinth, with distinction. Suzanne Layton, with distinction. Congratulations. Patrick Mahoney. Jaime Saunders, with distinction. Kimberly Strom, with distinction. Aaron Weathersby. Laverne Webb, with distinction. Sharon White.
Graduates, you may be seated. Dr. Nancy Miller will now present the master's candidates for the College of Engineering and Computer Science.
Will the candidates for the degrees of Master of Science, Information Management Project Management, Master of Science, Information Management Technology, and Master of Science, Information Technology please rise and come forward? Dr. Kopit and President Andrews, you are presented the candidates who have been certified by the faculty of the College of Engineering and Computer Science.
Lakeisha Bradshaw. Jasper Francis Jr. Tamika Green. Chris Truss, with distinction. Soraya Bacchus, with distinction. Randall Gray, with distinction. Eric Hines, with distinction. Andre Marcano, with distinction. Myron McGee, with distinction. Sherwonder Black. Cody Griffin. Francis Hall, with distinction.
Graduates, you may be seated. Dr. Cheryl Rules will now present the master's candidates for the College of Nursing and Allied Health.
Will the candidates for the degrees of Master of Science Health Systems Management, Master of Science Nursing, Nursing Education, Master of Science in Nursing, Nursing Informatics, Master of Science in Nursing, Case Management, Master of Science in Nursing, Nurse Management and Organizational Leadership, and the Master of Healthcare Administration, please rise and come forward. Dr. Kopit and President Andrews, you are presented the candidates who have been certified by the faculty of the College of Nursing and Allied Health.
Sharon Bailey. Neva DeCourt, with distinction. Maria Jefferson. Tia Payton. Teresa Willis, with distinction. Oluwasola Adinakan, with distinction. Sherry Stanley, with distinction. Lisa Armstrong. Sherry Cooper, with distinction. Lisa Finkenbeiner, with distinction. Denise Spellman, with distinction. Monica Roberts, with distinction.
Graduates, you may be seated.
Congratulations, all master degree recipients. We are now proud to present the undergraduate candidates. I'd like to ask Dr. David Marker, Dean of the Mark Cowson School of Business, to come back to the podium.
Will the undergraduate degree recipients in the Mark Cowson School of Business please come forward?
Brittany Bolden, cum laude. Miranda Luera. Philip Rodriguez, magna cum laude. Christopher Shaw. Linda Hollowell, summa cum laude. Amanda Spotswood. Kowi Alabi. Stacy Autry. Lynn Berry, summa cum laude. Lawana Bradley, cum laude. Jessica Diaz. James Hatfield, summa cum laude. Brandy Johnson. Stephanie Kretzer. Matthew Oswald, summa cum laude. Jennifer Peckham, summa cum laude. Megan Slover, summa cum laude. Annette Wilson, magna cum laude. Cassandra Green. Ashley Alexander, summa cum laude. Antonio Harrell, cum laude. Kendrick Hausler. Serena West. Sabrina Wooten, magna cum laude. Daniela Hayes. Teresa Ridley, summa cum laude. LaQuinda Saleh, cum laude. Lawandra Thompson. Yolanda Bowdry. Harold Clark. Congratulations, Abby. Eleanor Daniels. Darian Davis. Patricia Lauderdale, summa cum laude.
I love you too. Congratulations to the Mark Skousen School of Business undergraduate degree recipients. Graduates, you may be seated. At this time, Dr. Nancy Miller will present the undergraduate candidates for the College of Engineering and Computer Science.
Will the degree recipients in the College of Engineering and Computer Science please come forward?
Jonathan Caron, magna cum laude. Sean Jordan, magna cum laude. Dante Malone, summa cum laude. Michael Cannon. Richard Shepard. Kim Webb, summa cum laude. Christian Clay. Philip Curtis, cum laude. Scott Napier. Cedric Henry, cum laude.
Congratulations to the College of Engineering and Computer Science degree recipients. Graduates, you may be seated. At this time, Dr. Cheryl Rules will present the undergraduate candidates for the College of Nursing and School of Allied Health.
Will the degree recipients in the College of Nursing and Allied Health please come forward?
Congratulations, please. Reagan Amos. Inita Brown. Danette Cray, cum laude. Tiffany Alston, magna cum laude. Melissa Campbell, cum laude. Ursel Hall, summa cum laude. Cassie Hildebrandt. Ivana Hunter. Leah Jackson Williams. Jessica Kaneshiro, magna cum laude. Michelle Lambert, magna cum laude. Rachel Pollard. Joseph Reynolds. Joyce Ricks. Rice Cheria Saleh. Sharon Smith. Angela Taylor. DeAndrea Wilson, cum laude.
Congratulations to the College of Nursing and Allied Health degree recipients, graduates. You may be seated. At this time, Ms. Tina Freestone will present the undergraduate candidates for the College of Arts and Sciences.
Will the degree recipients in the College of Arts and Sciences please come forward?
Travis Haywood. Darnell Hill, cum laude. Congratulations. Jose Lopez Barrios. Annette Love. Gary McMullen, magna cum laude. Bill Rollins. Sakor Trueblood, cum laude. Alton Wade, cum laude. Alan Abraham, summa cum laude. Charles Booth, magna cum laude. Philip Butler, summa cum laude. Larry Cook, magna cum laude. Damon Krupp, magna cum laude. Ryan Green, magna cum laude. Cynthia Harris, magna cum laude. Rodney Hopper, magna cum laude. Terilyn Jones, cum laude. Brenda Coma. Todd Kuchelmeister, magna cum laude. Thomas O'Brien, summa cum laude. Anka Rizzi, magna cum laude. Everett Smith III, summa cum laude. Brian Shearhart, magna cum laude. Shondell Francis. Kimberly Hunter. Congratulations. Krista Keon. Leslie Logan, cum laude. Glorielis Moret. Katie Phillips, summa cum laude. Robert Scott. Jessica Thompson. Christopher Rupp, cum laude. Patricia Cintron, summa cum laude. Shane Eldridge, magna cum laude. Erica Hollowell. Shami Rivera Bello.
Congratulations to the College of Arts and Sciences. Graduates, you may be seated.
At this time, I would like to call Dr. Nancy Miller, Dean of the College of Engineering and Computer Science. We now welcome Patience and Serenity Edwards to the stage. Miss Cassie Edwards was working towards completing her Bachelor of Science in Electronics Engineering Technology before she passed away in April. Her daughters, Patience and Serenity, will accept this diploma on behalf of Cassie. Thank you, and God bless you and your family here today.
To the Edwards family, the Grantham University family extends our heartfelt love and care to you. And what a blessing to see those two daughters receive that diploma in honor of their mom. At this time, will all master's and undergraduate degree recipients within the Mark Cowson School of Business please rise? By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Governors of Grantham University, I confer upon each of you the degree for which you have been certified by the faculty, together with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations. You may be seated. Will all the master's and undergraduate degree recipients within the College of Engineering and Computer Science please rise? By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Governors of Grantham University, I confer upon each of you the degree for which you have been certified by the faculty, together with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations. Now, will all master's and undergraduate degree recipients within the College of Nursing and Allied Health please rise? By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Governors of Grantham University, I confer upon each of you the degree for which you have been certified by the faculty, together with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations. Will all degree recipients within the College of Arts and Sciences please rise? By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Governors of Grantham University, I confer upon each of you the degree for which you have been certified by the faculty, together with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations. Now I ask that all of our graduates please rise. I think you can sense the joy that's in this room today, and it's fantastic. In keeping with tradition, undergraduates may now move your tassel from the right to the left in recognition of your achievement. Congratulations on your success.
Congratulations. You may be seated. When I think of what an outstanding graduate from Grantham University should be, I think of someone who is driven, dedicated, career and family-oriented, with a desire to continually improve and grow. Our alumni speaker, Mr. Lindsay Streeter, is all of those things and so much more. Lindsay retired from the Army as a Command Sergeant Major in 2016 with 30 years of service. While still on active duty, Lindsay earned his Master's of Science degree in Performance Improvement from Grantham University in 2012 with a perfect 4.0 GPA. He then parlayed that degree to advance his military career to include being assigned a program analyst for the Department of Army Sexual Assault and Response Prevention Program in 2015. Upon his transition to the civilian workforce, he attributes attaining his current position as the Vice President of Sales and Marketing for the Bank of America to his Grantham education and the skills he learned during his coursework. It is with the utmost honor, humility, and privilege I introduce to you today Mr. Lindsay Streeter, today's Alumni Speaker in Grantham University's 2017 DAC Outstanding Graduate of the Year.
Thank you, Dr. Coppett, for such a grand introduction. And good afternoon, Mr. Andrews, Dr. London, distinguished guests in your respective places, the faculty and staff in attendance here today, to the awesome family members who trekked thousands of combined miles to be here today in witness and in celebration, and finally, to the graduating class, my brothers and sisters, the fellow alum, class of 2017. I could think of no greater way than to spend my 50th birthday than to be with you guys here today. I was a little let down that my wife didn't say that's my husband after the introduction, but we'll talk about that. I am so appreciative of this opportunity to be here. When I was selected to serve as your presenter, I thought, wow, what an opportunity. This is truly, truly a collective achievement. Graduates and families, you ought to be proud. Families, just one more time, let's recognize and love on our graduates here today. And you know what, Sergeant Majors can talk long, but I'm going to narrow this thing down to 300 seconds. Y'all with me, whoa? 300 seconds, here we go. So I understand very well that there's some travel, some dinner, some partying, some resume updating, and some me and boo time immediately following this ceremony. I'm gonna get out of the way and let all that happen. A few moments ago, I was reminded of a story about a time when I went to buy myself a dog. Now, I had no idea that a dog could cost so much. They explained to me that depending upon the pedigree and the size and the breed and the reputation, dogs can range, in tens of thousands of dollars. I wanted a big manly breed of dog, something that can endure my wrestling, something big and brash, something mean that's, befitting a command sergeant major. My wife wanted something cute that can be tucked away neatly and nicely in a Dooney and Burke. So there I was on a Saturday morning in the pet store, looking for the vicious and mighty teacup Yorkie. I'm trying to get through this, y'all. It's true stuff. The manager came over and said, "Can I help you?" I'm looking in complete disappointment. I'm looking at the prices of these little tiny things. It's not adding up. I got about $200 in my pocket. They want about $2,000 for it. And just as I was about to walk out in utter disappointment, I walked past this little dog in a cage and our eyes met and he looked at me and I looked at him. He said, "Won't you buy me, man?" I said, "You can talk?" He said, "Yeah, I can talk." He said, "I see you're a soldier, you're in uniform, I served too." I said, "Yeah, what'd you do?" He said, "Well, I started off with the police department doing some undercover work with Vice." I said, "And?" He said, "Yeah, I went on to work with the FBI for a little while and did some stuff with the Secret Service. My career culminated with Homeland Security, man. I did a whole bunch of stuff, stopped about 60 would-be bomb attacks, seized about $65 million in assets, about 3,000 arrests accredited to myself." I said, "Wow." So I ran over to the manager. I said, "Hey, man, how much is that dog over there?" Because I'm thinking, I can buy this dog and I can do a movie deal, a book deal, and take that money and I can get her any old Dooney and Burke riding dog in the world. And he said, "That little one over there that talks?" I said, "Yeah." He says, "He's $20. I said, "Why so cheap?" He says, "Because he lies about all the stuff he done. In this world, graduates, in this world that we live in, so full of negativity, with closed doors, uncertainty, fear, deceit, and deception, doubt, this world filled with the word no, I'm encouraged today by the people in this room. I'm encouraged by these few who dared to say yes. College graduation is some esteemed stuff. Say esteemed stuff, people. Some esteemed stuff. Everybody doesn't do this. Just doesn't happen. This is not happenstance. The 1,500 graduates assembled here today and the ones that are streaming in live feed have accomplished a great task. My brothers and sisters seated here today all dared to say yes. They stood boldly in the face of adversity, yet persevered. Some said yes to military service and long deployments while taking classes, and others dared to serve in law enforcement and other forms of first response. While some are nurses, others are single moms and dads sitting in those special chairs. I'm willing to bet that there's a grandparent or two out there. I knew it. Today is a day where our words were replaced with our deeds. Yeah, this is when we took the time to align our audio with our video. They created what's known in the business lexicon as a predictable outcome, an outcome which will change the trajectory of their lives. That world that I spoke about earlier won't be so imposing after today. Because you said yes, Mr. Andrews and Grantham University said yes, and armed you with your degree. Promotions, swagger, advancement, choice, change, increase, and confidence will abound. And at that point, when you reached up and you took that tassel and you rotated it from left to right, right to left, the whole world took notice, and it has to recognize that you're a Grantham graduate. And the world says yes today. Congratulations to you all.
Thank you, Command Sergeant Major Streeter, for your words this afternoon. At this time, I would like to recognize everyone here today, both graduate, audience, and in the stage party, who has and is protecting or has protected our nation and our communities. If you are an active duty service member, a veteran, or a first responder, would you please stand to be recognized? Everyone, please join me. Please be seated. We're blessed to have so many of you with us today who wear or have worn a uniform. It is indeed our honor to have served you as you've gone through your journey. I would now like to invite back Command Sergeants Major retired Jones and Streeter to join me for a special appreciation. As many of you are aware, there is a closely held, long-standing military tradition of coining in recognition of the hard work and excellence an individual has displayed. I'd like to take this opportunity to present this special coin to our special guest this afternoon in appreciation that all you have done for our nation. For those of you in the audience who may not be familiar with the tradition of coining, the legend is a little murky, but it appears to be consistently go back to the First World War, and when an American pilot went down behind enemy lines. While escaping from the grasp of the Germans, the pilot made his way to France, where the French believed he was a spy and were about to execute him. However, to prove his identity, the pilot was able to reveal a bronze medallion with his flying squadron's emblem. Confirming that he was an American pilot, the French spared his life and in typical fashion gave him a bottle of wine. After this incident, it became a tradition that all members of his squadron carried this medallion, sparking the challenge coin tradition that we know today, and become a trademark for military tradition and pride. Again, thank you all for your all the military service member, veterans, and first responders for the service to your nation and to your communities. Now I welcome Julius, Leary, Dean of the Foundations Program, and Dr. Nicole Kopic back to the podium to introduce Grantham University's outstanding faculty member.
Well, this is a special award for the deans and chairs to recognize an outstanding faculty member each year. This year is extra special to me because 4 years ago, this young lady interviewed me, and without her vote of confidence, it's very unlikely that I would have been invited to join Grantham University. Her vote of confidence and support has continued over the 4 years, and if you have had her in your classroom or if you have worked alongside her, she will give you a vote of confidence, feedback, support, even if you haven't recognized you needed it yet. She has a heart of gold, her laughter rings through academics, and we're all better for having her around. It is with great honor that I'd like to introduce my colleague with a heart of gold, Dr. Susan Walker.
Before we officially conclude today's ceremony, I want to leave you with one more thought. To commence is to begin, and I encourage you to view your degree as just that, the beginning. We are all wearing traditional academic regalia because this is a true ceremony of initiation and rite of passage. I challenge you to not consider education as merely a means to an end, but rather a continuous journey. I have faith in each of you to take this wonderful milestone you've worked so hard to achieve and build upon it. As you work towards your next big milestone, there's a quote from one other basketball coach, John Wooden, that I consider timeless in its instruction. Success is never final. Failure is never fatal. It's courage that counts. Graduates, go forward courageously, with purpose. Embrace the 5 pillars of passion, humility, unity, servanthood, and thankfulness. Encourage others while creating positive change in the world, in your home and workplace. This degree is the beginning. And remember, you are part of the Grantham family. We want to see you reach the greatest heights of success, personally, professionally, and educationally. Beyond this remarkable achievement today, you will remain part of Grantham, and we want to hear from you. And we look forward to many, many stories of success. Congratulations. Just as with any ceremony, there's a special order to exit. All of the graduates will go directly to the atrium as you leave the theater, and there'll be an assembly for a quick group photo with the whole graduating class and our Grantham University faculty. During the time they're exiting, I would ask that the rest of our guests remain seated. After they've left the room, please exit next and join your graduates at the reception area. Thank you for your patience. And thank you for making this such a special day. It was a collective day. Remember, this is the beginning. Go forward confidently in pursuing your dreams.
Thank you.